I've been sick recently, very sick. Not the kind of sickness that kills you, rather, the kind of sickness that gives you a lot of time to think, because you're incapable of doing anything else. And the one thing that I've been avoiding thinking about my entire life is now the only thing that I think of all the time. And I thought maybe talking about it, because talking online about something is always the right decision to the internet. Because the comment section is always helpful. I've talked to people in my real life about it, but nothing helps because they give you the same cliche like God again, God is merciful, don't be. I'm not terrified of going to hell. I'm terrified of that, but I'm what I'm thinking of is meeting God, going through the process, seeing the angels, being judged, going through the day of judgment. And it boggles my mind that more people aren't terrified out of their wits all the time by this prospect. Because our lives are all distractions. I've been distracting myself for my entire life, but now I can't. There's nothing to do. I'm in my bed like 12 hours a day. And I don't know what to do. I can't get this idea because I keep imagining it. I have a pretty vivid imagination, and I keep thinking about it. And it's gonna happen. If you don't believe in God, God fucking help you. You are in for a. You deserve what's gonna happen to you. I'm not. I know this sounds insane to most people. Like, bro, what are you even talking about? That's also something that shocks me. That people aren't terrified as much as I am. I'm terrified of going through the process. Terrified of seeing God, of seeing the angels, of being asked about what I did. And I know what people are gonna say. What did you kill somebody? Did you rape somebody? You fucking idiot. It's not about that. It's not about what you did. I actually think that I committed less sin than most people. I'm not trying to suck my own dick too hard, but it's just the truth. I haven't done a lot of bad things in my life. It's just that it doesn't matter how small or big your sin was. It's about who did you offend? Who did you disobey? It's God. Even the smallest things. Because God told you not to do that. I'll tell you something that most people are going to laugh at, but something that I've been thinking. I don't know why this particular thing. When I was very young, I used to, like, the school was close to my house, and there was a poster hanged in someone's balcony with like four almost naked girls. And I would pass by this house and just stand there and look at those girls. I hadn't even hit puberty yet. I was like, I don't know, 13 maximum. Like at the just the edge of just try like beginning to realize that this is something that's desirable. I was very young. Not even a teenager, probably like 12. Again, you're gonna laugh at this because you probably did much worse things than that, but there were other 12-year-olds that haven't looked at this particular poster. I lived in a religious community and I knew that was wrong. And I've done worse things since. But this was probably the first sin that I ever remember committing. And there were other boys who didn't. Boys that I knew who were better than me and didn't look at those girls. And I know that God's merciful, and that's not the thing that I'm like most terrified of being judged on, but or for, but it's probably the first sin that I ever committed. And I'm gonna be asked about this. There is no way that I'm not gonna be asked about this. There's no way. And there's nothing that I can do now. I already did it. I don't know why aren't people thinking like that. You think that you're not gonna see God? You think you're not gonna be judged? Okay, you believe in that. Why aren't you shitting yourself then? Because God is merciful. Okay. but you're not gonna be like, okay, you're not gonna be made equal with somebody who's better than you. You're gonna be judged by God, even if you're the best person ever. Like that doesn't terrify you? Am I coming across as a mentally ill person? Because I'm not. People don't know who I am. They're gonna watch this and think, okay, who's this weirdo on the internet? I have a college degree in microbiology. I'm a pretty smart person, highly educated. But who gives a shit? God's gonna judge me for that. That's why I've never been that interested in making money, like lots of money. Actually, I tried my best, but again, like throughout the way, I never thought that would even matter. Because at the end of the day, you know what I've been thinking of? I've been thinking, okay, if I'm that terrified, maybe I should, like in Islam, if you die as a martyr in battle, fighting for the right cause, you go to heaven instantly. Like you get shot or whatever, like the second you die, you are in heaven. Just like that. And I've seriously been thinking about going just fighting in Gaza or something. Because that's the only way that I know through which I can avoid going through the judgment. That that would alarm the algorithm. Someone in Palantir is getting notified right now. But I'm not kidding. I'm too much of a coward to do this. Maybe. I don't know. I don't even know how to do this, but I'm so terrified of going through the process of being judged by God that I'm thinking I must find a way out of that, and the only way that I know of is that you have to die in battle. Because people who die as martyrs, the second they die, they enter heaven. Like they don't get judged. That's the point, okay? And that's the truth. Like this is the worst video ever. But I'm not gonna delete it, okay? I'm not gonna delete this video. It's something that I've been thinking about doing for a week, like making a video talking about this. I'm probably gonna make more videos. I'm just terrified. If you believe in anything, if you have a cure, maybe I'm just have like an anxiety or something, and I am just being anxious about the thing that I care about. So this is maybe I am mentally ill, but I don't think I am. I've watched, like, that was years ago. It was a video by Matt Walsh when he was still a normal human being before turning into what he is right now. And he said that he was talking to an atheist, and the atheist told him that you, Matt Walsh, talking to Matt Walsh, you don't even believe in God, because if you did, you would be terrified all the time. I just remember this now. Because that's the normal response. Because if I told you that if they just sit alone for like half an hour and think about meeting God, that you're gonna stand there, I don't think we're going to be looking directly at God, like seeing God. I think, but I don't know how it's gonna be. But just think about it. And again, that this atheist said to Matt Walsh, he said, I'm gonna try to find this video. Like, that would be the only thing. Uh, that would be the only thing you'd be thinking about for your entire life. You believe that there are angels in the sky right now, and you're just going about your life? It means that you don't really believe in that. But if you try to think about it, yes, you will be terrified all the time, out of your mind. That would be the only thing you think of. Anyway, the thing is, I have nothing, like, there's nothing I can do about it. Other than, I guess, just praying more, reading the Quran more. I don't know if even because here's the thing, I don't want to get better, then get back to my normal life, and then just forget about it. And then, because one day, I'm gonna die. And I'm not gonna see it coming. I'm gonna be distracted. I'm gonna be like in the process of distracting myself, then boom, you're in front of God. Good luck.